shout out to my family in New York. And a huge shout out to my people in Warsaw.
Welcome to Foundation Bacalarte here in Warsaw, Poland. This is a place that combines music and contemporary art. And today we are here for the podcast. So maybe without further ado, we're gonna start. I'm Malena Kapica. I'm visual artist and educator. Today with me are
Delfina Dellert, hi.
and you are?
Well, okay, so yes, I'm an artist, journalist, and a documentary filmmaker.
Lovely. And
I'm Barry Solone. I'm a singer, songwriter, actor, choreographer, general thespian, and Renaissance person living in Warsaw from New York City.
And today's question, guys, is how does dreams affect your creativity? And if you were a crayon, what color would you be? Yeah, you can start, yeah.
How dreams influence my creativity? Actually, I've been writing down my dreams since just quite a long time, and I am into Jungian dreams, and I use actually a lot of my dreams in actually on the exhibition here I had 1 year ago in July, I think. All is one room was devoted to my dreams, and I recorded them actually in this studio. Yes, here, yeah. And it was a black room when everyone could get in and listen to them and imagine pictures in their own head.
Ooh, that's interesting.
So I picked up all the dreams that are archetypical, yes, that have this general meaning, and I just wanted to create pictures in people's heads.
That is very
great.
nice.
When I was a student, I was a student of visual art in New York. And when I was a student of visual art, my dreams really influenced my work in terms of symbolism. It really helped me to understand that the symbols were very powerful because they always were very powerful for me in my dreams. And I couldn't explain why, but I understood the power of symbols. So in my paintings, my drawings, I used a lot of different symbolism in visual art. As a musician, this is such a tragedy because I have... It's a tragedy. I have dreamt in my life some of the most beautiful melodies that a human could ever hear. And then when I wake up, I forget the melody.
I hate when that happens.
I mean, the most beautiful melody, like you're crying in your sleep because you've never heard anything so beautiful. And by the time I realize I'm awake, unfortunately, maybe unconsciously, they still somehow influence my dreams. But unfortunately, I was not able to ever remember those melodies or the instruments, for that matter.
Oh, that's interesting. That you don't even remember the instrument.
Once there was an instrument in my dream. It looked like a piano. They were telling me in my dream that I was from Lemuria, this ancient civilization. And there was this instrument that looked like a piano, and one of my relatives was playing it, but it didn't have keys like this. It had something like bristles on a broom, and he was picking these bristles, and the sound was coming out. It was really it impressed me.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that has affected my creativity further, but wow.
Maybe you should build that type of instrument.
I wouldn't know where to begin. I mean, it was really something that I've never seen. It was very...
We can always start with talking about it and trying to draw it and then get,
Again, my eyesight is terrible now, so I'm not really great at the visual arts. I'm sticking to music these days since I still have some hearing.
Come on!
No, it's true. It's really the truth.
Well,
I wonder if this music comes to you like later, even if you don't remember.
That's what I'm wondering. I'm thinking maybe unconsciously it does.
If
However, I haven't heard anything that I've written that is quite as beautiful. But I would hope so. I'm like hoping that comes back down from wherever it comes from.
Exactly, that's
Yeah.
where it comes from.
Well, you know what? I have quite often reoccurring dreams. Actually, it even happened to me today, which is very weird. It's a dream about like glass houses, but like
Oops.
not like glass houses as you know picture as a
But it's like a city, or it's the
Yeah,
one house that you are
it's
in?
like
Complex,
it's like a
I'm gonna
complex.
analyze it.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
Yeah, me too.
it's like a complex, and it has like many stores, and the best part about it is that it's filled in with like plants and flowers. It almost looks like a
Arboretum.
yeah.
Nice.
And it has this very weird like glass stairs as well that you go from one staircase to another and another. And what happens in the dream? So when I am, well, you're not there, but well,
How do you know?
well, I don't. Maybe you're joining me there. Maybe
There are
in the
collective
future.
dreams that
Happens,
happens as well.
happens,
Yeah.
Yeah, but when I'm there, I'm actually feeling like relaxed and nice. It's like a kind of inner city jungle of like beautiful plants and stuff. And then this building starts like collapsing, but literally like house of cards, like the walls are
Folding.
like like folding. And I'm trying to get out, but I cannot get my cat to get out, like get
Car?
off.
The cat,
Cat,
of course the cat.
I cannot get her to get down from one palm tree. And I'm always waking up when I'm finally like getting her into my hands, and then I hear bombs.
Wow, fascinating.
Yeah.
I had this
So
dream.
how does that
for-
affect
But
you?
is it, and it's repeating?
Yeah, I had it
So it's
for
an
like
unsolved situation, definitely. And for me, I don't know, what's your interpretation? But
My interpretation clearly has to do with nature and the
femininity, most
installation of
definitely.
nature,
Nature,
femininity,
cat,
the
and house
yeah.
is your interior.
And
so
feeling
like you
intimate and
inside.
feeling safe and feeling,
Yeah, well,
secure inside
until
of
That's
us.
the
it's the-
feminine aspect, but I mean, the bombs are.
until it starts folding, and I'm trying
Yes.
to get my cat out because I'm afraid that she's gonna
However,
get hurt.
Cat is
you
femininity
do
as
retain
well.
the cat. This
Yeah.
is important. It's like the death dream. If you don't die in your dream, then good for you.
When
So
you die, it's also good actually.
That's what
It's
that's
actually
what I've
good to
understood.
die in a dream because the part of you that
It
is
solves
kind of
the-
over, that is solved, it's dying. So actually, the less people you have in your dreams, the better.
It's a new people. I don't know.
Yeah.
So that's
individuation
interesting.
process
That's-
as well.
but the bombs. This is an
Yeah, I
interesting
don't.
thing.
I have no idea
Well,
what,
that's for
what
me
the bombs
actually
is.
libido and the strudo, the male and female element. So actually, it's some kind of, I would say it's an archetypical dream because it's like a collective, because it's many houses, right?
Yeah.
So it's like I would say the femininity or women, and it's, I would say it's some kind of. Because actually, women have a lot of dreams. I've been actually analyzing that. I don't know if that's exciting, but we are.
I think
we
it's
are,
very interesting.
We are.
Fascinating.
God, how to say that in English? We are on this archetypical, which is the collective level. We are going through process of healing of womanhood.
Yeah.
So I guess it's one of those. That
Fantastic.
it's
I love the palm
the
tree. The
lamb.
palm tree is an interesting symbol also because it's a little bit phallic. I mean, inside of this.
Yes, it is. I agree.
I haven't thought about it.
Yeah,
I
inside
just
the-
gave you a palm
The
tree for
cat
your
is very
birthday.
fun.
Oh my
saying-
god!
I'm just saying no. I mean, the imagery. If you're talking about the femininity of the dream, it's that rings really true. And then the palm tree stands out, and that's of course where your cat will not come down from. It's an interesting dream.
Well, maybe I'm just jealous of my cat having relationship with men.
I listen. What
Well,
about
there's
your creativity?
individual relation.
What about your
interpretation
creativity?
of
Has it affected your creativity? Then?
Yeah, well, I haven't started like working on this particular dream on the canvas yet, as of now.
Oh, so you do.
But I
that.
did previously. But to be fair, it was always nightmares. And the more like frightening nightmare or more abstract it was, and I was waking up. Yeah, I was waking up a bit disturbed quite a lot of time, like 4 o'clock, 3 o'clock, witching hour. Quite often I would just, sit in front of the canvas and start painting what was in my head. And
It's actually kind of self-therapy.
Yeah,
Definitely.
Yeah, so at the beginning it was like for me helping my anxiety because I knew that because I knew if I'm not gonna get enough sleep because of this nightmare and I'm gonna be over analyzing it, I'm not gonna fall back asleep, and then I'm not gonna be creative at all. I'm just gonna be anxious because of it. So I was starting right away, and to be fair, I actually have I don't anymore. It's at my parents' house, but I made like kind of abstract face from one nightmare, but the nightmare was absolutely bizarre, and you are allowed to laugh. So I have big fear of dolphins.
Oh.
Okay, no.
What a sad story.
I mean, there are other things to be afraid of. I mean, dolphins of all animals.
Cutest of all of them.
They're a little aggressive. Though,
No, they aggressive. They the only other mammal that is actually raping other animals
do.
for
Well, apes
for
do
their
as well.
their pleasure.
Yeah, they do.
They are
Humans.
Admittedly.
they actually like when they in a group, they quite often torture the prey
Sure.
before they eat it. They
For fun.
yeah, just for fun. They actually have like there was a study that they actually like getting sexual pleasure out of torturing the
Yeah,
prey.
sexual
Pleasure.
I
Yeah.
would like to see this research.
Very sadistic. So they have a sadistic element.
Yeah, and when I was in Scotland and I was swimming with dolphins, and I didn't know that I'm gonna swim with dolphins. I was sure that I'm gonna swim with shark and seals, and I was excited about that. But but then I saw a dolphin. I started panicking, like
No.
completely,
And
like literally.
they of course sense that though
Yeah.
as well
And
immediately.
and it would just not leave me alone. It was like poking me constantly,
Trying
you know.
to tell you to get over it is what it was doing. Get
No.
over it. Get over it,
You know,
honey. Hello.
I
Hello.
just-
Hello.
I just,
hello.
I'm not gonna hurt you.
I don't know. I just have a fear of it.
You're still afraid of
Like-
them, even after that encounter.
And I wonder
Yeah,
what
well, like maybe it's not fear. I just don't trust them.
do you
Why
trust
would you-
human beings?
Good question.
No, but I trust most of animals.
Most.
No, but I mean, like, they are similar as we are, like apes are, so we have very similar
animals
behaviors,
as
well.
well.
Yeah,
Sure.
exactly. I mean, like, they are
Well,
probably
I d-
different, like people are
You
different.
can't predict it. Maybe you find them unpredictable. You don't know
Yeah,
what motivates
I
them.
d-
maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like,
So
yeah.
the question is,
So
have
you
But-
prefer
but-
to swim with
but-
sharks
Have you
than
ever
with
painted a
dolphins?
dolphin? Have
No,
you ever
no, no.
drawn a
It was
dolphin?
more like a, so. But that's just the beginning of the nightmare. Another fear that I have is riding on a bike. It's because of the accident that I had when I was little. I just don't feel comfortable on a bike by myself. If I'm with someone, I can ride it. Maybe not for too long, but I can. Anyway, I had this dream that
Are you doing
There
this
was-
just because she interprets dreams?
no,
or what
no,
are you
no,
doing here?
no. I'm trying to.
listening, I'm listening.
No,
I'm waiting for how this affects your creativity.
So what happened was I saw in my dreams a group of dolphins on bikes, like riding to the France.
Full nightmare drama.
Dolphins riding bicycles?
Yes.
I love it.
that was my dream.
Underwater?
No, like on the land. Like that was the weird part. So what happened? I woke up. I was like completely
Soaked.
soaking wet. Like, and even my hands were shaking. And I was like, okay, I'm just gonna start painting. Like, whatever is gonna bring
You
me.
didn't paint a dolphin?
No, I painted like this
I give up.
distorted face that it's in like sea colors. But it kind of helped me, and I really like that painting, even though it comes from the dolphins and bicycles.
So, in other words, your dreams often induce you to get up and immediately start painting. That's
Oh,
how
yeah,
they're thinking.
yeah.
Okay, well, that's
okay.
That's interesting.
Not too bad.
I've never heard that ever, and I think it's maybe it's pretty rare, maybe it's not. I don't know.
Have you never tried, for like example, because I know you journal your dreams, but did you try to do it?
Oh, I have a couple of epic dreams. I call these visions because they were so
Yeah,
real
that happens as
that
well.
I can
Yeah.
remember in detail now, 30, 40 years. Yeah, so those dreams I've definitely taken down, and actually they're permanently embedded in my memory. However, I want to just say before we go any further that I would be Violet in the crayon box.
Ooh.
Violet would be my color.
I would be black.
Okay. Well, that's interesting. I would be violet as well.
You would?
Well, not. I would say like deep purple,
Okay.
like that band.
Can you be
Anyway.
a rainbow crayon?
I don't think it
That would be a
works.
mess. It would turn out brown. It would just be a
Yeah.
mess.
So
I said violet because it's the,
Yeah.
when we talk about the spectrum, the visible spectrum,
Yeah.
it gets to the range of where you almost can't see colors beyond that anymore, and so that's where I would like to be, right at the edge of the visible spectrum: red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet, and then we don't know what happens after that. So that's where I decided to place myself.
Then it's black, and that's where I am.
Yeah, I didn't see it on
but
the maybe.
black is
Absorbing.
At both
such a
ends.
yes, like it's black is interesting as well because it's absorbing a light, but we can have literally like many shades of black.
Of course, oh yeah.
So
I like the black because of the symbol of the unconscious, the collective unconscious, just like everything.
yeah.
That's what we
Collective
all are.
unconscious is everything.
Yeah.
What a statement.
Mhm.
I can't argue.
Well, there's nothing to argue about
in my-
this
in
thing.
my-
Yeah, I mean that's the
in my life, throughout my life, I started.
Well,
I
just according to
started
Jung
as an
and
artist, also very interested in psychology, also in Jung and Freud, and I was, debating whether to become a language teacher or I knew I was going to be an artist. That let's put it. But as a second career, as an avocation, and I've always been fascinated by our collective unconsciousness and what the thing that connects us all, the ether, the
extremely interesting.
the thing that connects us all and that we're all within at the same time. It's like that soup, that primordial soup that we're still a part of.
Actually,
I've always
90% of everything. I mean, what we know, and it's like a
I've always been fascinated.
peak of an iceberg.
Yeah.
Now we are everything that is below.
Well, I would say I'm deep purple.
Oh, like the band, Deep Purple.
Yeah, like the band.
Cool.
Like
Smoke in the water.
deep purple or burgundy.
Ooh.
Like,
Because it's a
I'm-
wine.
That doesn't go together
No,
with my hangover
but
today.
But see, I don't drink red wine.
Okay.
I get sick.
Yeah, I get sick from
Burgundy
red
is an
wine
interesting
as well.
color. Is that close to what we call maroon? Is it like a bloodish red or
Yeah,
is it more purple?
it's a bloodish
bloody.
bloodish
That
purple.
doesn't disturb you?
No, I'm drawn to it for some
Experience.
reason. I'm really drawn to it, but it's not like like scarlet. That it's like true.
It's darker color. It's very
fresh
Machiavellian.
blood.
I mean, it's
It's,
very
yeah, no,
vampire, Dracula-ish.
But I would go more with like Marquis de Sade, but
Okay.
why not?
Again, I told you, another sadist. Great.
Yeah, but you know what? There's a very interesting thing about it, about crayons and like what color you are, because
Again, you are tuned into Analog Session.
I have different colors that I prioritize in my life. If it comes to dressing up, I very much like black clothing and
This is Operation
yeah, as most artists do, I find. But then if it comes to painting, I'm just very much drawn to ultramarine for some reason.
Really?
Yeah. But I asked my children that I teach. Well, I don't have any children besides my 4 cats, but the kids that I teach, I asked them once to try and draw a portrait of me, and it was just like, free basic style with crayons. They had a group of crayons on the table, and I was just like sitting there being, a good model.
Well,
And
I would like to see those
I,
paintings.
and you know what? 9 of 12 children draw me all in purples.
Wow, interesting.
It was really bizarre because I was expecting them to be, I don't know, make my face green and grey hair or something. And I had 3 that were playing with colors and trying to get my face to resemble the color of my skin, or at least try and make it yellow, which most kids do when they're around like age 7 and 8.
Important question.
But
Yeah.
it was so weird that they
picked up on it. Maybe it was your aura.
Yeah,
I used
maybe,
to see
yeah.
auras visually when I had better eyesight. I used to be able to clearly identify auras on people and see them as
You can
colors.
actually, yes, some people can do it.
I used to be able to do it. Not any
But
longer.
like you see them because
I used to. You
because
actually see on almost every person their aura.
because I don't. I just feel them.
Exactly, that was my question. If you cannot feel it,
Feel aura? Oh, I can. Well, I feel energy. I wouldn't call that an aura. That's like an emanation. Yes.
Yeah.
An aura for me is specifically visible, and in some cases, extremely so. I'm curious about this. Why black?
why black?
Yeah.
As I said, as this is the color of the collective unconscious, and that's the source. As I said,
The collective unconscious has a color. I'm trying to get
yes,
it.
it has. According to Jung, Carl Gustav Jung.
Okay. I got it.
So well,
It's true. He said, yeah.
so we could also think about it like the very beginning
And the end.
and
Yeah, the
and
beginning and
end.
end. Yes, that's exactly what it is.
So I think that's a very deep color. I like that answer. I wasn't expecting that, to be honest.
Yeah, that's so. Actually, you said it before. I just wanted to. I wanted to like really try to clarify what that was. Why you would identify, let's say, with black, and based on everything you've said today, it all makes perfect sense.
Yeah. Well, now, yeah.
And I can't. Again, it's something you can't argue with. Like, okay, why? Maybe. I mean, I can't say that the color of the collective consciousness is white, because I don't have any. I could try to argue that the color of the collective consciousness is transparent, but that's not a color. So, it's interesting, and I like your violet, your burgundy,
Yeah, burgundy, deep
and
purple.
and because did you give a reason?
You know what? I'm just very drawn to it, and it's for me. It's like it's not only a feeling about this color. It's also when I think of this color, I already feel like a velvet texture, like
As a texture.
as a
So
texture.
you're feeling
So
colors as well.
yeah.
How do you, because there's a word for that, when people connect the senses. So, for example, letters have colors or taste,
Right.
or
There are people who are
put
very
together
specially
sound
gifted
with
in that way,
yes.
who associate.
Oh, yeah.
I had a dream once
it's
where
red
actually
for-
the music was making paintings, so every sound was
Sure.
making
Yeah.
colors.
I can't remember that term, but it has something to do
Yes.
sometimes with what do
There
you
is a
call
word
this
for
one?
that.
To be when you're not
It starts
detached
with-
from the world. What is this?
Autistic?
Autism. It's sometimes connected with autism. very
Yeah,
often.
the term started with S. I don't remember, but yeah, there are some people that are
It's
like.
fantastic.
uh,
Every time you hear a word, you
That,
feel
yeah,
a taste of it. Or
so
smell.
yeah, most of the time I have smells. So today, this morning, actually, my mom called me and was asking me about like, where's your book, like of London eyesight and stuff, and I instantly smelled the like fresh linen, like duvet
Interesting.
for some reason, like I'm just attaching London to that smell. Probably because I had linen duvet when I was in London, but you know, but yeah, it is weird. Most of colors have smells for me or texture, although I don't visualize them with music, for example. Well, that was absolutely brilliant. Thank you guys for being here
Thank you.
Thank you.
and having such a lovely conversation, Black and Violet. And hopefully, we're going to see you at the next Creative Boom podcast here at Foundation Bacalarte.
Y llamo tu cuerpo para